Viking era, the woman of the household would have been responsible for the health of the whole household. And she would use the knowledge that had been passed down by her mother and her grandmother to help a person stay healthy or to treat some illness that they might have. But one thing that I'm working on right here is a cough medicine. And I'm using lovage, which is an herb, and I'm adding some fennel to that. And I also have some dried sage, so I'll add that as well. And I'll cook all of these herbs in wine in my little cauldron. And that would be used as a medicine for a chest cold.
So right now I'm doing something called slantra, and it's a way of making string. So this one is sort of a hand weaving, as you can see. So this is really nice because I don't need a loom or any extra tools. I'm just kind of using my hands. This is linen. Vikings used linen and wool usually for their sort of textiles. And so these pieces here would be something that's sort of just spun with a drop spindle, and then that's not super strong, it'll break if you need to tie down something with it. So I'm now sort of weaving together 5 different pieces of that linen string to make this stronger cord, but that's just a way of making some cord.
Right now I am making a pouch for all of our smaller items using a technique called Null Binding. And it is usually used for making hats, mittens, and socks. And this particular stitch I'm doing right now is called the Oslo stitch. And usually our needles are made out of bone, wood, and antler. And the process itself is done just by weaving your thread, your wool, through loops. Sometimes you can do it on your thumb. Sometimes people choose not to, but it's literally working up by picking up a wool, pulling off the first loop off your thumb, twisting, and going through to creating more loops. And you just kind of keep going round and round, and then you'll eventually have your garment.
I'm just weaving a strip of cloth. It's wool material. This is spun. The weights are there to provide the tension. Without the tension, the strings would blow every which way. So I've got them divided into 2 sections, so I have a gap. Pass the horizontal color through the gap, and then you push it up with the sword. Once you've made one pass, now I have to switch. The back ones have to come to the front. I'm going to pull this rod. That separates my strings. That creates a new gap. And then you come back through. And that's basically it. We just keep going back and forth, and that creates the fabric.
Hi, I'm Caitlin from Caitlin's Kitchen, and what we're doing today is showing you some different foods that would have been made during the Viking Age. There are many different recipes that we like. This is a bacon, apple, and onion. But usually at the Highland Gathering we feed all of our hungry Vikings. And believe me, you do not want a hangry Viking. So we make sure that we make enough for everyone.
We're here representing the warriors and hunters of the group. We'll have a weapons display so you can pick up the weapons, pose with the weapons. We don't let you swing the weapons. And then so you can try on the chainmail, you can try on the helmets. I'll pose you with a sword, pose with us, pose with your friends. We call him the quartermaster because he's the one who helps me with the weapons display. He'll organize weapons, bring weapons to people when I can get him from not playing with the other kids. So, as Yaron would say, raiding's been fun and it's been profitable. So, okay.